You can't see the lock mode very well in the space theme. You click on one, you can lock it or unlock it. You can move them around. You can do two-finger zooming to change their size. As you see, they push around other things. And if you hold down shift, you can rotate it. So you throw them off screen if you don't like them. And I just took all of the default shapes from North Star Extruder. All of these shapes are the general extrusions you would make for ceramics. So you'd place one, arrange the size you like, lock it, keep on placing more, and then the idea is you're making a structural composition that's for inlaying pictures. So I'd give this to a student and say, make a layout, and then these would be perfected so that it's a nice wash. Frame hugging makes it so you can really pinch and pull how much they interact and override. But that's the cool thing right here, is once they overlap, then the border in between them disappears. So you're going to be working on a meta level of attaching shapes to each other. You notice this one doesn't. See, it's allowed to go in. It starts moving it around. That's what I made lock for. But even if lock is on, you can only get so close to it. So I was going to modify it so that frame hugging adjusts a little bit, because frame hugging is kind of a changing the size of the cell, so it would change the collision distance a little bit. So ideally you could just make an interesting frame structure with this program and then export it and then inlay, you know, family pictures or different textures in each zone. Notice how everything went wonky because nothing was locked. It's kind of interesting, kind of like you're pushing materials around. But this might have only been like a 10 prompt design. It was originally built in the in-browser app in Codex, which seems to have its own in-house draw commands. So when I said I'm going to look at it on like Safari or Chrome, it didn't align right, so I almost had to rebuild it. Don't jump out of the gate until you know there's somewhere to land. Yeah, see, I want them to be able to get closer together. I might even make it so that they kind of magnet lock together. You might be able to say, click, like the last two that you've clicked, press magnet lock, and then their positions together stay that way. So that you can create molecules. Maybe we'll have save and load strategies for different molecules. You can bring in all of these characters, zoom them and rotate them. And I'll just play with the bounding modes a little bit, so that what you get on the output is something that looks like this. And I'm sure I could put some templates in that's, you just choose like highlight 3 and then say go, and then it will choose random possibilities of linking those particular shapes together. And this particular tray outline holds the rim, but it's completely irrelevant. Unnecessary waste of digital real estate out here. And I want to make it so that when you expand it, that they kind of auto bump, because they're now bumping against each other more. Once they touch, then they'll kind of scurry out of the way.